أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والضحى والليل إذا سجى ما ودعك ربك وما قلى وللآخرة خير لك من الأولى ولسوف يؤتيك ربك فترضى ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah and Alhamdulillah. To our fabulous young learners at Athena College, to parents live streaming, and to those who are late to view the program via our links, I introduce to you our foundation-based learners to welcome you to our Great League Annual Awards Day ceremony, a showcase of the efforts and achievements of our learners throughout 2020.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise is due to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and salutation be on our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Honorable Principal, teachers, prospective parents, and dear students, a warm welcome to Al-Tara College Foundation Based Great Awards Day 2020. 2020 has been a roller coaster of a year with the entire world facing the COVID pandemic. But Alhamdulillah, we are proud of how quickly our learners adapted to the changes in education. It has been a year of challenges met, mountains climbed, and summits conquered. Today is the day we celebrate the success of our great learners who have worked diligently, online and on-site. Education is not only about the achievement of marks, but the molding of a child's character, as the end result of a great education is great character. Al-Falah College believes in not just looking for academic achievements, but also for personal qualities, like the child who helped his teacher carry her bag, wiped away the tears of a peer, picked litter, played his salah diligently, helped with sandwich making. The list can go on and on.
As we celebrate each learner's achievement, I make a humble appeal to please give us your undivided attention and to please stay till the end of our program so that your child gets to share in the joy of not just his award but that of his friends' achievements too. We ask you to please reach out your cell phones and thank you sincerely for your support. To our learners who are waiting with bated breath for the commencement of this function, congratulations to each one of you. You have made your parents and teachers very proud. Sit back, relax, and enjoy our Grade 3 Awards Day. Thank you.
Jazakallah, and indeed, this school ending has been quite different. COVID-19 forced us to make changes where we had school online, we we had virtual events, and we've missed our friends dearly. Yet, through it all, learners tried to do their best and alhamdulillah, got to be a part of a momentous occasion like today, representing the true spirit of our school, striving for excellence. This motto also applies to the staff and parents to whom we are grateful for all their contributions, for teaching and guiding our boys and girls to be end-to-end a very well-deserved, successful year. As the year comes to an end, we need to remember all the wonderful things that we've had before March 2. A year filled with new learning experiences, many accomplishments, and both in academic and sports successes. We have learned to be responsible, caring, and most importantly, we've learned to be really safe. Sharing today's moments with you, I introduce to you Mr. Zaid Mohammed with his principal's address.
All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Peace and salutations upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, his family and his companions. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran. And to our parents that are also joining us on the live stream, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you as well. Thank you for joining us today. It is a very different rewards day. It was a very different year. And I'm hoping that we are as hopeful as possible that next year will be a normal year. But I'll tell you a little bit about that just now. We have 67 parents currently online joining us on this live feed. And I can tell you I have very excited learners sitting in front of me very attentively and very patiently to listen to their names being called and to be recognized for the achievements for this year. So, COVID created a major disruption this year. It's been a year like no other that we know. But in the whole process as a school, our number one priority remains our number one priority. And that is our learners, your children. When the state president announced the lockdown in March, we immediately were in gear to make sure that this year was not lost. And as a school, we took some bold decisions, did some additional extraordinary things to make sure that teaching and learning continued and our learners were not disadvantaged in any way. For that to happen, we created an online platform. And even before the school holidays were supposed to start and end, our learners were already in gear. And for that, I need to thank our teachers, a remarkable and dedicated team of educators that they went themselves for additional training to be prepared to deliver that platform. And I'm sure you as parents would have seen it, but many of you were at home during the time, and joined your learners on the online platform to see the quality and the level of teaching and learning that still took place. It was very clearly indicated. And if there's any time that we needed to know when we talk about change, the change is indeed a reality. And if we are not prepared to embrace and adapt change, we will indeed be lost. And to this end, as I mentioned earlier, the changes that were required took place, and I stand here today, ready to give accolades to our learners for achieving all that they were expected to in this year, culminating in the awards. As you would have been following the news, especially in terms of education, you would have realized that many schools across the country were closed for long periods of time. And children attending those schools didn't have any form of formal education. And when it was decided that it was safe for them to return to school, it was announced by the Minister of Education that we were going to be employing a SIM curriculum, meaning that for every subject, certain topics were going to be removed because there was insufficient time to complete it. I stand here very happy telling you that our learners that are moving from grade 3 to grade 4 are going into the next grade without any disadvantage. Because to the systems we put in place and by the dedication and the efforts of our teachers, we have completed the full 2020 curriculum for grade 3. Alhamdulillah. And our learners will be ready for grade 4 without any barriers or any disadvantages. That doesn't just happen by chance. It's about planning and being prepared and being having a commitment. And there are a few people that I need to thank. I've already mentioned it a few times, but I need to take my hat off to the teacher. In every class, teachers that we had to add on to the grades because of the social distancing and creating extra classes. Everybody came to the party, did what they had to do to make sure that our children sit here today to get the awards and move on in life. I also want to take my hat off to the learners that I seated in front of me. For the discipline they showed, for also embracing the changes and learning on a platform that was foreign to them, which took a lot of discipline, which took a lot of establishment of routines. So there are other valuable life lessons learned during this process. And I certainly need to thank you as parents as well for the effort that you made to support the school to ensure that our learners got the best during the course of this year. Because collaboration is a very strong strategy out of our community. We realize that we as a school cannot achieve what we would like to without your help as parents. And likewise, you would realize as well as parents that as much as we like your child to be good in a certain way, the support of the school is invaluable. So when we come together and we support each other, we are able to achieve these goals. My message now is to the learners themselves. You've had your topsy turvy year. You've learned a few things, and I'm hoping you be careful. And now you're moving into a grade that is going to be foreign again. Because grade 4 takes you out of your comfort zone of foundation phase and moves you into the intermediate phase. That comes with challenges. For one, you're going to be having more subjects. You have less time to finish work now because you have more teachers coming in, and each teacher wants you to finish the work in a time, because the moment the next teacher comes in, you will have to have your work ready. You will have more work to do at school and at home. With more projects and assignments, the amount of work you learn increases as well. You may not have the luxury of studying overnight, meaning if there's a test tomorrow, you can't study tonight and say, okay, I'm ready for the test. You've got to develop a plan and routine, and you will slowly find that happening as your teachers guide you. But the important thing to see that you make that a successful year is to give your best effort. Whenever we try our best and give our best, we're doing things to a level of excellence, and that's the manner in which we must do things from now. And I promise you, from now you've still got another 8 years to do things. If you establish those routines from grade 4, you will find that learning becomes fun and learning becomes easy, and you enjoy coming to school. But if you leave things to the last minute, a very slapdash effort, you'll always be either getting a scolding from your teacher, getting a low mark, feeling pressure, and then you think school is terrible, I don't want to be in school. But it's your attitude that starts from the moment you move to grade 4, starting next year. So my message is, have a routine, be disciplined, and give up your best. And finally, to our parents, once again, we work together, because ultimately, while we celebrate the successes of our children finishing grade 3 this year, our long-term goal is to successfully celebrate the successes when they finish 2. And there's a process that's involved. And we can only get there if we work together. So these few words, I thank you for joining us, all our learners. Congratulations on the different rewards we're going to be receiving. And just as a reminder to parents, we hope, inshallah, that 2021 will be a very back to normal year. Unfortunately, we can't guarantee that, only time will tell. And we do have plans in place to be prepared for any other eventuality. and we will communicate that to you as it comes about. And it's for those reasons you will find that many of none of the grades have been given their classes for next year because of the uncertainty of what next year holds. So my advice to you is to get your stationery, cover it, don't put in a grade, we'll inform you by early in the new year as to what's going to happen, which plan we're going to implement, which class your child will be complete, and they will complete them. And though many of you are concerned about that, but that is my message for now. Do enjoy the holiday. Durban is a tourist attraction. We expect people to come here. That creates a higher risk in terms of the COVID virus. So please stay safe and stay protected. And remember us and those of us as we remember you. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
So the process is so much as with the special spice. He adds on those eating water with some saucy garlic and a professional color that he wanted in primary. He said gyros with gyro are tasted convenient and then the day is a very special treat.
We say Jazakallah to Mr. Muhammad for those very inspiring and motivational words. Assalamu alaikum, grade 3 boys and girls. Mashallah. And a very warm welcome to our parents currently streaming in. It's a pleasure to have you wherever you are, in your cars, or in your homes, comfort of your bedrooms or your living rooms. I'm sure you're going to enjoy our very short but very impactful program for today. Today belongs to the wonderful young learners who are deservedly receiving the rewards for all their hard work throughout a very different sort of 2020 year. The year ahead will bring different challenges, like Mr. Muhammad said, new uniforms, new teachers, new subjects, a whole new adventure. So embrace every challenge, see it as an opportunity, and I can assure you, the sky will be your limit. We begin the awards section today with our grade 3 NM awards. I call upon the class teacher, Mrs. Nazreen Muhammad, to please present the awards. For the successful completion of the grade, we call on to stage Rhea Aku. For academic excellence in English, Maths and Islamic Studies Oral, Muhammadullah Khan. For the successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Zahid Imam Said. For academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, Islamic Studies Written, Islamic Studies Oral, and Afrikaans, we call on to stage Amina Isa. Mashallah. The successful completion of the grade, Amina Isa. Zara Bimigani for successful completion of the grade. Zakaria Hafaji, successful completion of the grade. Suleiman Hafizamana, successful completion of the grade. Fatima Kaji, successful completion of the grade. Rashid Karogia, successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in English, Maths and Afrikaans, Muhammad Riyad Muhammad. We say mashallah to this half of the grade NM class. And as these lovely learners lead off, we say mashallah to them, and we get ready to lead on the next part of the grade NM class. For academic excellence in English and Maths, we call upon Fahim Farfad Mullah.
Muhammad Yahya Musa. Khalid Mustafa, successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in Islamic studies oral, we call upon Mariam Musa and Imana. Zamzam Fatima Nita Bose is called upon for successful completion of grade. For academic excellence in English and Maths, we call upon Zaidan Ahmed Rendri. For successful completion of the grade, Mohammed Faizan Said. Laika Sheikh Mohammed for successful completion of the grade. Ahmed Mohammed Sowa for successful completion of the grade. And Leah Susiwala for academic excellence in life skills. We say mashallah to grade 3 NM learners as well as to the form, Ms. N. Mohammed, for all the efforts that she put in throughout the year. And as our learners lead off, we now call upon Mrs. Ara Khan, along with Mrs. Humaira Sheikh, to present the awards of grade 3 RKHS. As they make their way, let us remind each other that we have experienced exceptional moments this year, magical moments and created memories while being part of the Foundation Day journey. So successful completion of the grade, we call upon Muhammad Fawad Abdul Latif. Muhammad Ahmed for successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in Islamic studies oral, we call upon Amina Medina. For academic excellence in English and Maths, Muhammad Raza Dalamia. Aisha Desai is called upon for successful completion of the grade. Yusuf Dokrat, successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in Maths, we call upon Yusuf Ibrahim. Mohammed Rehan Erasmus for successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in Maths, life skills, Islamic studies oral, and Afrikaans, we call upon Muhammad Isa. Hannah Ghafoor is called upon for academic excellence in English. For academic excellence in English, Maths, life skills, Islamic studies written, and Afrikaans, we call upon Aisha Hamish. MashaAllah. Zubaida Isma is called upon for successful completion of the grade. We say mashallah to this half of the grade 3 RKHS class. We now get ready to call upon the second line. For academic excellence in English and Maths, we call upon Fatima Zahra Jamala.
For successful completion of the grade, Fatima Zahra Karim. Rumaisa Karim for successful completion of the grade. Riyad Mohammed, successful completion of the grade. Nabiya Musa, successful completion of the grade. Muhammad Zaki Mortala, successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence, Nizam Studies World, called on the Sora Miyamir. Mohammed Afiq Razak is called upon for successful completion of the grade. Latifa Subhamana, successful completion of the grade. For academic excellence in English, Walia Nazir Somre. And for successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Bawla. We say a very huge mashallah to the grade 3R KHS class, and of course to the boards as well, who worked tirelessly throughout the year with him. Before we call upon the next two classes, we have a short item break.
But you always be close at my head. So have faith, just like a bird feels the sun. It's easy for the dusk. Have faith, have faith. So smooth and shy, always free. Slowly, slowly, your love.
She reached for the plate and turned around, and then she caught my eye. She gave me a smile and said hello. I thought that I would die. Oh, hi. Hello, Miss Appleton. I mumbled like a fool. I guess I thought that teachers had spent all their time in school. To make the situation worse, my mom was at my side. So many of the jobs and hands, so little to hide. Oh, please, I thought, don't tell my mom what I did yesterday. I closed my eyes and held my breath and hoped she'd go away. Some people think it's fine to let our teachers walk about, but when it comes to Saturdays, they shouldn't let them out.
Well done. Well done to our grade 3 learners, and certainly if you saw your teacher on a Saturday during lockdown, your teacher would be your mum. And let me tell you, grade 3s, when I was a teacher in lockdown, guess who my HOD was? My mum. We call upon our next class of learners, and that is our grade 3 KG learners. So Mrs. Carpenter can make her way onto our stage. As we look back over the past year, I know you will agree that learning at Alphala College was certainly no mediocre process. During this process, our development of senses have been at an all-time high. For instance, through sight, we were learning to train our eyes to do online education. Through the sense of touch, we were given the touch of hands, clasping friendship, yet ironically not allowed to touch each other and to social distance. So it definitely was a different year. And finally, I think that for all our senses, it enabled us to enrich our taste for knowledge, to keep our spirits up high, and to soar into going through what will be a different summer holiday, but inshallah, nevertheless, a still fabulous one. Calling Mrs. Governor to the stage to present the awards for 3KG. Receiving an award for the successful completion of the grade, Layali Abdul Hamid Mohammed. For successful completion of the grade, Mirsab Abebo. For successful completion of the grade, Yumna Ali. Zaki Mohammed Balan receives an award for academic excellence in English, Maths, and Islamic Studies Oral. Ahmed Suleiman Babaki receives an award for academic excellence in Maths and Islamic Studies written. For successful completion of the grade, Rayan Bihabi. For successful completion of the grade, I call upon Aman Kassim. Receiving an award for academic excellence in English, Amira Dada. For successful completion of the grade, Sumaya Tanka. And concluding the first half of the class, Zaid Yusuf Isa receives an award for academic excellence in Maths, Life Skills, and Islamic Studies Oral. We say well done, mashallah, to the first half of grade 3KG. Calling upon the following learners to receive their awards for successful completion of the grade. Fatima Ghulam San. For successful completion of the grade, Humaira Bakos. For successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Farhan Jiwa. Receiving an award for academic excellence in English, Life Skills, Islamic Studies Oral, and Afrikaans, Fatima Musa. Mohammed Murshi receives an award for academic excellence in English. For successful completion of the grade, Yusuf Nur Mohammed. Abdul Rahman Osman receives an award for academic excellence in English, Maths, and Afrikaans. Alia Patan receives an award for academic excellence in Maths. For successful completion of the grade, I call upon the following learners. Maria Sarachi. Umar Salim. Also for successful completion of the grade, Muhyiddin Wahab. And finally, for successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Yassi. Well done, mashallah, to our grade 3 KG learners. Can we hear everybody else saying mashallah loud and clear? Jazakallah. I call upon Mrs. Z. Kassim to present the awards for grade 3 ZK. During the course of the years since grade R, we have closely watched our grade 3s pass from childhood to the little young tweens that we will call them today. MashaAllah. We hope and pray that when you leave the foundation phase, you continue to use all the knowledge that you gained by your foundation phase educators. Remember, your values remain a huge part of your character for the rest of your lives. Absolute honesty, unselfishness, love, and courage, not only physical, but the courage to stand firm in your beliefs. These are the standards of life that we develop all through your school years, and we hope that you take it with you as you go to the next phase of your schooling lives. Well done, mashallah, so far to all our learners. Calling upon the following learners from grade 3 ZK to receive their awards. For successful completion of the grade, Fairuz Abu Bakr. For successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Amin. Abdul Qadir Ahmad receives the awards for academic excellence in English, Maths, and Islamic Studies hour. For successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Daniel Ghafoor. Yusuf Hassan receives the awards for academic excellence in Maths, Life Skills, and Islamic Studies written. Alicia Sakur receives an award for successful completion of the grade. Mohammed Dahil Qadir also receives an award for successful completion of the grade. For successful completion of the grade, I call upon the following two learners, Muhammad Yusuf Kadwa and Muhammad Yusuf Kadoria. Receiving an award for academic excellence in Islamic Studies, Oral and Afrikaans, I call upon Mahira Khan. For successful completion of the grade, Muhammad Hasnain Malik. Salma Mansa receives an award for academic excellence in English, Maths, Life Skills, Islamic Studies Britain, and Afrikaans. Masiha Mullah receives an award for academic excellence in English. For academic excellence in English, I call upon Zahra Musa. Well done, mashallah, to our first half of the grade 3 ZK class. We have actually a huge mashallah from you children. Continuing with the awards for grade 3 ZK, I call upon Sumaya Nasrid Jamal for successful completion of the grade. Mohammed Aslan receives an award for academic excellence in Maths. Yusuf Aslan receives an award for academic excellence in Maths and Islamic Studies Oral. For successful completion of the grade, I call upon Alia Raja. Rais Rangila receives an award for successful completion of the grade. Also for successful completion of the grade, Yusuf Sidat. Aisha Tamal receives an award for academic excellence in English. And last but not least, we present Suhail Dawda with an award for successful completion of the grade. Well done, mashallah, to all our learners. I want to hear you say a huge mashallah, children.
Mashallah.
Jazakallah. I call upon the lovely Mrs. Khan, our head of department, to render her HOD address for today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to my dear boys and girls and to all our wonderful parents that have streamed in life. Jazakallah, thank you for responding. Right. Today my message for you boys and girls is that it has been a wonderful, wonderful phase with you. When I say phase, it means from the time you were grade 1 right until now, you've been an absolute pleasure to have in our phase. Together with your teachers, you have laughed, played, you have studied, you have learned and enriched your lives. As teachers, you have seen your personalities grow day by day as you reach your milestones. Today, you are all winners, so well done and mashallah to each and every one of you. My message to you as you lead our foundation phase is to never give up. Reach for the stars. Remember to read your Salah, your Quran, and also some books. Most importantly, remember to respect, love, and be the best that you can be. Love you lots.
To my wonderful parents, my message to you is that while school is an important place for children's education, families play an equally critical role in the development of our children. In particular, parents are instrumental in their personal growth and attitudes to life. To prepare our children for the future, we need to provide them with opportunities to develop skills that are needed to become lifelong learners. Apart from knowledge, our children need to develop survival skills and resiliency. They should also be able to play and work with others. Be ready to listen, be creative in their thinking, and most of all, at this early stage of their development, we need to encourage them to have a positive view in how our children view themselves. Have a wonderful summer holiday, make lasting memories, travel safely, and remember us in your du'as as we remember you in ours. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We say Jazakallah Mrs. Khan, HMP of the Days, and also known as Mother of the Days. Little boys and girls, before we bid you farewell, something very special, a surprise for you, somewhat. If you recall the days of your grade grade 1, where you went from fat crayons to tripod pencils, learning a good pencil grip, difficult for some of you will remember, and now it all culminates in a very special license. And no, it's not a car license. You're going to have to wait a good few years before you get that one. But you're going to be awarded today with your pen license. And I know lots of you are asking about this, and we normally award this to you towards the end of the fourth term in your classes. But being the topsy-turvy year that we had, unfortunately teachers could not do that. But if you know the Al-Quran teachers well enough, you would know that nothing is left undone. So in your report envelopes today, you're going to receive your pen license with a pen, and over this long period, you're going to be doing lots of happy hours of writing practice. Okay? So much, and I thank you to the grade 3 team for putting that together for you. This brings us now to the vote of thanks for today. Our lovely members have lined up already for you.
Alhamdulillah, we have come to the end of a wonderful foundation phase grade 3 awards. First and foremost, we thank the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His countless blessings. Thank you to our HOD, Principal, Board of Governors, Master Committee, teachers, and our parents for taking our partnership so seriously. Thank you, parents, for joining us today and making this awards function a huge success. Moms and dads, we know you are very proud of us today, so we send you tight hugs and kisses and say thank you for always supporting us. As much as this day is about our achievements, it is also the achievements of all the people who care about us, like you and our teachers. Jazakallah to our HOD and principal. It's the little conversations, the warm hugs, and the sweet compliments that brought us. Our heartfelt gratitude goes to our secretaries, Uncle Muhammad, Auntie Fatima, Mr. Baba, Uncle Adrian, the Kosher team, and to everyone who makes up the Akula family. A very special thank you to our local team who work tirelessly in keeping us safe. To our well-great friends, continue to persevere in making the best of every situation and strive forward with confidence, gratitude, and humbleness. Each one of you should be proud of your accomplishments. All the best for intermediate phase. Lastly, tears in my eyes and a lump in my throat, I bid farewell to our wonderful teachers, for nurturing and shaping us into the confident and independent young children we have become. You have gone above and beyond this year of COVID to nurture and support us. Thank you for getting us over the hurdles, having faith in our abilities, and having the skills to get us to reach our great milestone. Allah bless each one of you with all that is good. Shukran, be safe, and remember us in your du'as. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah and mashallah to those beautiful learners and very emotional words as well. And I'm sure lots of teachers sitting here as well will feel the emotion, and not in particular the grade 3 teachers, but all teachers throughout the phase have had in hand in molding these young learners and sending them off now into the intermediate phase. Before we do our final farewell, I call upon Mr. Muhammad very briefly.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, we've reached the end of our program, and I want to say mashallah to all the boys and girls. Some of you got some additional awards, but all of you are winners and all of you are successfully moving on to the next grade. So well done. And I say good luck, but you don't need good luck, maybe. You just need a good attitude and you'll make it through, inshallah. To all the learners that presented items as well, well done, and I thank you for all the messages. I think they will deserve. And many of them way from the heart. In conclusion, I think I would be failing if I didn't once again mention my dedicated team of educators that have worked brilliantly during this year to make us culminate in this race and allow us to culminate in this very successful event. Alhamdulillah. So I'd like to call all those teachers on stage. All my boys and girls, when I count to 3, we can say MashaAllah and we can say Jazakallah to them for all that they've done to make this a successful year and a year that ended well. So I'm just waiting for all the teachers to come on stage. Okay, so team, educators, the secular and Islamiyat departments, and Mr. Khan, Mrs. Khan, the team. Boys and girls, first I count to 3 and they say MashaAllah, and then I count to 3 again and they say Jazakallah. 1, 2, 3. MashaAllah. Let's do that one more time, louder. 1, 2, 3. MashaAllah. Well done. And also now Jazakallah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, boys and girls, and thank you, teachers, again for doing another year of studying work and making us proud to be part of this family and team. Shukran. And now I hand over to the MC to conclude the closing work. And Ali will now give the closing work.
من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما رضينا بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا ورسولا وبالقرآن العظيم دستورا وإماما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
So many others
Jazaka, our boys and girls, and Jazaka to all parents watching in. I'm sure you are very, very proud of your members today, children as we are. Remember, just take this message forward. Yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, God makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Assalamu alaikum for myself, this is Samir Mullah, and my colleague Imran said, inshallah, we shall see you in the new year. Hopefully, COVID will be a thing of the past. Have a safe holiday. Remember to social distance. Wear your masks when you are out and about. Sanitize, and let's hear each other say, Assalamu alaikum. And before I forget, Jazakallah to all our parents making AFC your school of choice.
Yes.